Have you ever wondered how balloons came into existence? Well, the story of balloons begins in the annals of ancient history. Imagine, if you will, the Aztecs and the Chinese inflating animal bladders or hollow gourds for ceremonial purposes. These early balloons, though far from our modern conception, held a deep symbolic significance. They were often released skyward as offerings to the gods or as signals of celebration, their ascent a tangible manifestation of joy and reverence. But it was not until the 18th century that balloons truly began to take the shape we recognize today. In the heart of France, the Montgolfier brothers, Joseph Michel and Jacques Etienne, were making history. Inspired by the sight of smoke rising from a fire, they began to experiment with hot air balloons. They envisioned vessels that could carry people into the heavens, a dream that would soon become a reality. Across the English Channel, another pioneer was hard at work. Joseph Priestley, an Englishman with a keen interest in gases, was experimenting with hydrogen. Priestley's work laid the foundation for the development of gas-filled balloons, opening up new possibilities for flight. The work of these early inventors was groundbreaking. They turned the simple act of inflating a bag with air into a scientific endeavor, a quest to conquer the skies. Their experiments captivated the world, sparking a fascination with flight that continues to this day. From the spiritual offerings of the Aztecs and the Chinese to the scientific innovations of the Montgolfier brothers and Joseph Priestley, balloons have come a long way. They've evolved from simple air-filled bags to sophisticated vessels for exploration and celebration. These early experiments sparked a fascination with balloons that has endured for centuries. And as we'll see in the coming scenes, this fascination has not only brought joy and wonder, but also some unexpected consequences. But that's a story for another scene. For now, let's marvel at the humble origins of these buoyant wonders, a testament to human curiosity and ingenuity. From simple air-filled bags to advanced flight vessels, balloons have come a long way. As we ventured into the 19th and 20th centuries, advancements in materials and engineering led to the creation of more durable and efficient balloons. Innovations in latex and rubber allowed these airborne wonders to hold both hot air and gas for longer periods, making them a viable tool for exploration and transportation. Balloons have soared beyond simple amusement, playing pivotal roles in communication and warfare. During the World Wars, they served as observational posts and were pivotal in delivering messages and supplies. They've even reached the stratosphere, aiding scientists in weather prediction and atmospheric research. In this era, balloons were no longer just objects of fascination, but instruments of purpose. The evolution of balloons wasn't solely centered around practicality. As their popularity grew, so did their presence in our cultural celebrations. The rise of balloon festivals worldwide is a testament to this. These events, brimming with a myriad of colors and shapes, have become annual spectacles, attracting enthusiasts and spectators alike. From the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta in New Mexico to the Bristol International Balloon Fiesta in the United Kingdom, these festivals celebrate our age-old fascination with these floating marvels. The evolution of balloons, however, is not just a tale of technological advancement and cultural celebration. It is also a story of change in the way we perceive and interact with these objects. The same balloons that once symbolized joy and wonder have become subjects of concern and criticism. As the balloons ascended, so did the problems they inadvertently caused. Balloons have become an integral part of our celebrations and festivities, but at what cost? As we move forward, it's important to reflect on this journey from the simple joy of a child's toy to the complex issues we face today. The story of balloons serves as a reminder that progress, while bringing about wonders and marvels, can also carry unintended consequences, and it's up to us to address them. In the midst of colorful ascents and joyful celebrations, we often overlook the darker narrative of balloons. Balloons, in all their floating glory, bring a sense of wonder and delight. As they ascend into the sky, they carry our hopes and dreams, our wishes and sentiments. But there's a hidden consequence to this picturesque scene. Once our skyward messages are released, they don't just disappear. They fall back to Earth and often into the unsuspecting maw of the wild. Mass balloon releases, a highlight of many celebrations, have a less than celebratory impact on our environment. These colorful tokens of joy transform into agents of pollution as they litter our landscapes and waterways. The once vibrant symbols of celebration become a silent menace, disfiguring the beauty of nature and posing a serious threat to wildlife. That's right, wildlife, our feathered friends in the sky, the creatures in the woods, and the inhabitants of our oceans, rivers, and lakes. They all bear the brunt of our thoughtless festivities. The strings that once tethered our balloons to the ground can become deadly traps for birds and small mammals, entangling them and restricting their movement. The vibrant balloon remnants, mistaken for food by many animals, can lead to fatal blockages when ingested. And the danger balloons pose to marine life is particularly heartbreaking. Picture this: a sea turtle gliding gracefully through the water encounters a deflated balloon. Mistaking it for a jellyfish, a staple in its diet, the turtle ingests the balloon. This foreign object can block its digestive tract, leading to starvation or worse, a painful death. It's a tragic end for a creature simply trying to survive in its natural habitat. It's not just sea turtles that suffer. Birds, dolphins, whales, and countless other marine species are also at risk. These animals, many of which are already threatened by other human activities, are further pushed towards the brink by our seemingly harmless actions. The joyous ascent of a balloon often ends in a tragic descent. As we marvel at the spectacle of a sky filled with balloons, we must remember the unseen casualties of our celebrations. We must consider the cost of our actions, the impact of our choices. For every balloon that rises, there is a life that may fall. It's a sobering thought, but one that we need to confront if we are to coexist with the natural world. So, the next time you hold a balloon, ready to release it into the sky, pause for a moment. Consider the journey it will take, the impact it will have. Remember that what goes up must come down, and often it's our wildlife that pays the price. The joyous ascent of a balloon often ends in a tragic descent. Let's ensure our celebrations don't cast a shadow over the lives of those with whom we share this beautiful planet. While the problem is grave, so are the efforts to combat it. Environmental organizations and advocacy groups are at the forefront of this battle, tirelessly working to raise awareness about the dangers of releasing balloons into the environment. They strive to educate the public about the tragic consequences of such seemingly innocent acts, emphasizing the stark reality of balloons' deadly impact on wildlife. These groups have launched numerous campaigns, each one shining a spotlight on the issue and offering alternatives to traditional balloon releases. They encourage responsible balloon use, urging people to hold onto their balloons, deflate them properly once the celebration is over, and dispose of them responsibly. They also promote eco-friendly alternatives such as planting trees, blowing bubbles, or creating art installations. Each of these options provides the same joy and celebration without the harmful environmental impact. But it's not just about individual actions. Communities as a whole are coming together, pledging to make their events balloon-free. Schools, churches, and local businesses are joining the cause, replacing balloon releases with more sustainable practices. It's a movement that's growing, one celebration at a time. In addition to these educational and outreach efforts, policy changes are also playing a significant role. Recognizing the environmental harm caused by mass balloon releases, some regions have taken legislative action. They have implemented regulations that restrict or even ban such releases. These laws send a clear message: the environment must be prioritized over temporary spectacle. Yet, while progress is being made, there's still a long way to go. Balloons continue to litter our landscapes and waterways, posing a deadly threat to wildlife. It's a reminder that every piece of balloon debris was once in someone's hand, and that's where the power lies, in our hands. Every time we choose not to release a balloon, we're choosing to protect wildlife. Every time we opt for an eco-friendly alternative, we're choosing to respect our environment. It's these individual choices that collectively make a difference. Change begins at home, and every individual effort counts. So, let's make our celebrations a cause for joy, not just for us, but for the world around us too. As we unravel the tale of balloons, it's time to ask ourselves, are we ready to rewrite the ending? It's time to reflect on our actions, to reconsider our long-held traditions, and to question whether the fleeting joy we derive from balloons is worth the lasting harm they inflict on our wildlife. We each play a part in this story, and the choices we make, the actions we take, they matter. By choosing not to release balloons into the sky, we can reduce the risk of harm to animals. By opting for eco-friendly alternatives, we can celebrate in a way that respects all life. By sharing what we know, we can inspire others to do the same. Small changes can make a big difference, and it starts with you. It starts now. Next time you reach for a balloon, remember, a moment of joy for us can mean a lifetime of suffering for them. Choose wisely.